Hello, welcome back to 10 Minutes of Astrology. This is Shay, your favorite person in the whole world. And today we are going to be talking about Mars in Libra 2025. So, Mars, the planet of action, war, sometimes drama, but it's very powerful. Work ethic, etc. In Libra, relationships, balancing, harmony. What are we looking at? By the way, if you haven't already, press every single button. And I have created an astrology prediction playlist. If you go to my channel, go to playlists and then scroll down until you see astrology predictions to 2046. You will find all the videos I've made so far about all of these planets in order based off of the time period that they are going to be falling under. As best as I can make it, I keep it updated as much as humanly possible. Without further ado, maybe a little bit further ado, we're going to talk about this. It's from August to September, and when it goes into Libra, the first thing, it is going to make a kite. Oh, how nice. With Saturn and Neptune that are in Aries. Now, during this time, Saturn is going to retrograde back into Pisces. Ew. Are we tired of learning that lesson? Yes. Are we still needing to learn some lessons? Abso-fucking-lutely is what it is. Then we have Pluto in Aquarius, which is like training, kiting, all of this. So nice. And we've got Uranus in Gemini. How exciting. So nice, beautiful entrance. Mars into Libra, just gonna elegantly walk in, all gorgeous. While Mars is in Libra, we are going to have to balance we're going to have to work on balancing our relationships, which is going to be a good thing. Some other notes that I would like to highlight is at some point, Mars is going to square Jupiter, which is in Cancer. So that it's going to be a day or two, 3, 4, a little bit before, a little bit after. I have morning burps. Excuse me. So, a little bit before, a little bit after is when we're going to feel this. Now, that is Jupiter in Cancer, loudmouth mama drama, been talking about it. And then you've got your action in Mars, Libra, the relationships. So, the relationship with your mother is about to come to a head, or any mother figure if you've got a grandmother, the mother of your children, any kind of mama stuff. If you've got mama drama bull in your life, that's when that's going to come back up. So you're welcome. And then we have Chiron, also retrograde in Aries. That's going to be a nice opposition at some point as well. I say a nice oppositions are usually hit or miss. They're best friends, worst enemies. So it can go one of two or 1,000 ways, really. I mean, it's Libra. If any decision is made at all, calling you out, then it will either be, so Chiron in Aries is the self-work, self-healing, self-help, the self-stuff that I've been talking about for so long. But it's good for us, so do it. Opposite, Mars in Libra, which is going to be, I've been doing the work. I don't want to do the work anymore. I'm tired of doing the work. Why don't you do the work? Like, it's going to be a little bit of a, so you can either have the brat reaction, or you're going to be empowered by doing the work, and you're going to say, yes, I'm going to balance this work, what we've been doing, and working on me, and it's going to drive you further. So you're either going to be a brat or you're going to be empowered by it. Other highlights I want to mention, which Saturn going back into Pisces, then with Mars at the very tail end of it being in Libra, then that's going to be in conjunct. So having issues with God and the right thing to do, I don't know about you, but I go back and forth between having beef with God and like being really angry and trying to hold God accountable, because my prayers recently have been, God, do your job. This world is in what, like, I don't want to worship a God that allows all of these bad things to happen in a civilized technological society. Hello, if God can really do God's job, then I need God to come into people's hearts and minds and souls and spirits and like have them do this work that we're all being asked to do so that we can progress society and change and fit. And anyway, so I have been personally, so I know the rest of you have probably also been having those tit for tats with God. And that day, your relationships, I say that day, but that time when Mars is at the very end of Libra is going to be the acting relationship with God and your prayers and your morals and your ability to be stable or unstable emotionally. So like that's going to be, you're going to have another great conversation with God or whatever you want to call it, a la your energy, the universal maker. Call it what you will. We all know what I'm trying to say, right? Yes, we're all on the same page. Okay. Yeah, so that's Mars in Libra. I think it's going to be nice for the most part, especially because of the kite in the beginning. Kites are so nice to all of us. So yay. And things are moving and progress. I'm still really over because Neptune's also retrograde and then it's going to go back into Pisces. And like, I don't know about you, but I'm really over the lessons of that back and forth because every time we hit 0, it's like a drop. So it's almost over and we're just gonna hop forward into like the next dimension type of it. But like I'm ready for the, because I'm really tired of learning the same lesson. Updates. I am still waiting on my 5,000 subscribers so that I can do my giveaway because I want to give away something. I sell a lot of stuff on eBay, by the way. If you want to check out my eBay shop, it's also the little blue 4-leaf clover. It should be Shay KMB. I know I have Shay KMBR on this channel because I had Shay KMB on another channel, but that channel wasn't doing wasn't as established as this one. So I just have been doing this one only, and you know, it's a thing. And I'm so glad that I am still doing all of these series, let me tell you. Yeah. So look, here's a kitty. She's looking out the window. I still am doing my million. I'm actually eating my breakfast, making this before I go to work. And then when I come home, I'm sure I have another million things to do. I have it written on my calendar. I'm still planning for a wedding. If you would like to help fund our little happily ever after. We were drunk in that photo. And if you want me to make more videos, I need to have more time. Money, time is money. I need more money. I like doing these. Okay, bye.